Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money with your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 595 of Screw the Commute podcast. I'm going to give you more phone tips today. And you may wonder, how come I'm always harping on automation and using the technology to save you time? Well, because I want you working with customers, clients, and producing products and income generating devices. That's why I don't want you fighting with your computer. If you just take a little bit of time to implement these tips that I give you, you will work so much faster. You'll be able to make so much more money. So that's why I do it. Now, as always on the phone tips, I'm an iPhone user. I don't know how to use Androids, but most of the things are available on Android. So if you listen to this, you say, oh, I want my Android to do that. Then you can go Google it and see how to do it on an Android. So that's the deal. All right, hope you didn't miss episode 594, another example of a program called Short Keys that is just fantastic time saver and has saved me over 25 years, 7.5 million keystrokes. All right, all those times were spent with customers or doing stuff that I like to do, not fighting with my computer. And all this stuff, except for all the phone tips, are on the back episodes of this, but there are some phone tips in my automation ebook that I give away. So go ahead and check it out at screwthecommute.com/automate free, screwthecommute.com/automate free, and pick it up. I mean, and just use some of the stuff. I guarantee you're going to thank me. All right, let's get to some phone tips. All right, so how do you make your phone vibrate? In other words, I guess get your own vibrator. So, and you know, you might be in a quiet environment where you don't want the phone to ring, but you want to know that you got a call. You might be in a noisy environment where you can't hear the phone ringing. So this is how you turn it on. It's pretty easy. So you go to settings, and then you scroll to sounds and haptics. Now, I don't even know what a haptic is, but you go to sounds and haptics. You go to vibrate on ring, and then vibrate on silent for notifications. Very simple. That's how you do it. So it'll vibrate so that you don't have to hear the ringer or have the ringer on. All right. Next tip, how to find your iPhone, whether it's dead or turned off. How do you like that? Now to do this, you have to do the set up the find my iPhone last known location. So here's how you do that. You go to settings, you tap your name, then you tap Find My, and then you tap Find My iPhone, because you can pick what you want to find of your Apple devices. And then send, when I say click, I also mean tap or toggle on or whatever. And then send last location. So that's how you can find your iPhone when if the battery's dead or whatever, or it's turned off. All right, now it's kind of a spin-off of that is if you have an Apple Watch, which I don't, by the way, but if you do, you can set up Apple Watch alerts so it'll alert you if you leave your iPhone behind anywhere, like home or a restaurant or in your car or whatever. So you go back to the Find My in the settings. Well, excuse me, you got to go settings, tap your name, and then go Find My, and tap devices, then tap on your iPhone, because you can have different devices where you get alerts to, and toggle on notify when left behind. Now, you can also exclude places that, like your home, if you want to. And I'm not sure why you'd want to do that with your phone, but it's a lot of times if you've got your computer, you don't want to leave it at Starbucks or something, you can But if it's home, you can leave it at home and you don't want to get an alert for that, or your tablet or something. All right, so how do you find it from your Apple Watch? Well, you swipe up on the watch and that opens your control center. You tap the phone icon. Now, if you hold the phone icon, it will make your camera, or excuse me, it'll make your camera flash on and off, and your phone will make a noise. Of course, that has to be on for that to happen. Now, these instructions change when, all the stuff I tell you with these phone tips are current when I tell them to you. But when iOS changes, it could change. So I just want you to know about the features. And then if you're listening to this sometime later, you can just Google on how to do it, currently, because if iOS changes, then the instructions might change. Okay, next thing, how to get Siri to read text messages to you or other things. So you go to settings, you go to general, you go to accessibility, tap voiceover, and you can, I know I'm running through these quickly, but you can always get the show notes, the transcript by going to screwthecommute.com for this episode, and this is episode 595. And then you can get the full show notes, and it'll have the instructions right there for you. Anyway, to get Siri to read text messages to you, go to Settings, General, Accessibility, and then you tap VoiceOver, and then toggle VoiceOver on. Then you tap OK. Now you can change the reading rate also of the speed if you want to read faster or slower. And then you got to go back a page and scroll to the bottom to accessibility shortcut. And then double tap on that and scroll down again and double tap voiceover. Now you can take your side button and hit it 3 times and it'll turn voiceover on, and hit it 3 more times. And then you got to tell it to turn voiceover off by clicking on voiceover, double clicking on it'll be check mark, and you double click on it and it'll turn it off. All right, pretty cool, huh? That's good, especially if you're in the car and you're driving and you get a text. You're not supposed to text while driving. I mean, you can talk a text, that's pretty easy, but to get a text that's sent to you and hear it while you're driving is much safer than trying to look down at it, see? All right, so next thing is Incognito mode in Chrome. Many of us use that if we don't want history to be recorded in the Chrome browser. Now, it's not a total anonymous thing, all right? But it doesn't save your history. Oh, and this is very easy. You open Chrome, tap on Chrome, and then in the lower right corner, there's going to be 3 dots. You tap on them, and a menu will come up, and you just click New Incognito tab, and you'll get the new Incognito window, and you can search for whatever you want. All right, let's see. Got another one here for you. How to answer a call, an incoming call with a text message. A lot of times you just don't want to accept or decline, but you might, if it's somebody you really like, or you want to really, get them a message of why you can't talk right that moment. Well, all you got to do, and it could be like, can I call you later? Or I'm on my way, or sorry, I can't talk right now. And you can actually make a custom response too. So here's how you do that. When the phone's ringing, tap message, and then tap one of there's preset responses in there, or tap custom, and then you can make your own response. So if you tap custom, it's going to open up a text message to the person calling you, and then you tap send and you're done. So there's just a couple more tips. I'll be doing these periodically. I think I've done 5, 6, 7 of these over the years, and I'll keep doing them as long as these cool features will help you. And I pick and choose. The phones will do thousands of things, but I try to pick the ones that are the most common that'll help you speed things up, make things safer, and let you spend more time with customers and developing products and all that. Now, if you want help with all this, check out my mentor program. It's the longest running, most successful, most unique ever in the field of internet and digital marketing. And I triple dog dare anybody to put their program up against mine, and nobody will do it because they'll be embarrassed, because I'm a crazy fanatic to help you succeed as an entrepreneur. All right, we'll catch you all in the next episode. See you later.